Hi, this is Not a Very Good Hunting Channel. Today I'm going to be doing my end of season recap, so stick around, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, well, this video is probably going to be a little bit all over the place. It's already the new year. It's, well, I guess almost mid-January now, actually. I haven't been able to get out to the camp in a while due to all the bad weather we've been having. Lots of snow, freezing rain, all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty much shut off access to the camp for the last little while. So yeah, like I said in the intro, it's just going to be a recap video. Unfortunately, nothing materialized this year, so I struck out again. Didn't even see anything besides whatever was on cam. So that was a bit disappointing, but there were some bright spots, which was nice, and that was, the gear that worked out great for me this year. So I was very happy with that. We didn't get really all that cold temperatures, or as much as we have in the past. Usually late into December, when I get out, it's the mornings are like minus 15, minus 20. So I was looking forward to trying out my my new gear in that kind of cool temperatures. If I can make it back to the camp on a semi-regular basis, I guess, throughout the winter, I will, and I'll be able to maybe get a better cold, real cold, with a review on that gear. But with that being said, I think I only made it out, for maybe 4 or 5 hunts during the crossbow season or archery season. And yeah, I didn't see anything. I tried a couple different spots. I tried the tripod stand in one of the newest food plot. The food plot that didn't really produce anything, and yeah, there wasn't. We were getting some action on the camera there, and the back food plot. That was mainly where if any action was happening. It was those two spots. So I tried the tripod stand, I believe twice in the morning, and nothing doing. I believe one of the mornings, or the day before, we had a decent buck walking through in the morning. Again, at outside of shooting light. So I want to say throughout this entire hunting season, I think we only got like shots of 1 or 2 bucks during the daytime. That's like it. Everything else was after hours, I guess you'd say. So again, that was in large part to the failure of the food plots. There's not much here to attract them. the main food plots, the main food in the area had been soybean, but those fields are now something else. So that that put a big dent in it right off the bat. But then when my food plots didn't turn out at all, there was nothing to keep any deer hanging around besides the corn I'd put out and the feeder that I set up with the peas and the alfalfa pellets. But even then, I don't think that really, I don't think they were really hitting that all that much. I think the action that I was getting was them picking through the corn that was mixed amongst the peas and the alfalfa pellets, because it seemed once the most action I was getting was the night of me putting out the corn, and then it tapered off pretty quick after that. And when I'd go back, I'd still see lots of peas and mushed up alfalfa pellets laying around. So I don't think they were eating that all that much, if anything. So that was kind of disappointing too, because I'd filled that whole thing up with that mixture, and they're not hitting that very much. Well, then that's kind of a waste. So, but it was worth a try. I mean, I heard good things about that, but I guess the deer here aren't really either familiar with that stuff. Although, I mean, for the longest time, my dad said that the field next to us had alfalfa growing in it, and the deer were hitting that like crazy. That was back when my dad was consistently getting deer in the area because of those alfalfa fields. So, so I hit the tripod stand a couple times. And nothing, no action, no noise, no sounds, no, nothing walking by, nothing like that. And then a couple of evenings I sat in the blind. I also tried a new spot where my dad's old stand was in the back, where he had his most success. It's just a basic ladder stand tucked off the side of a trail. I had refreshed the trail a little while ago because it was overgrown, and the location of the trail seemed to lead from the back end, where it's kind of like more of like a ridge, and that trail would go from the ridge to the rear food plot, kind of winding, but still it ended up, and I saw good tracks coming out of that area when I was in the food plot, topping up the feeder and stuff like that. You'd see tracks coming in and out going towards that area. So I tried there, and again, nothing doing. No crunching through the snow or ice in behind me, or anywhere really. So I tried that stand out, and nothing. Even when I was getting to the stand, I didn't really see what I could tell to be tracks going through that. But we had kind of had snow and rain, so it kind of mushed up the terrain that day anyway. So I took a chance and just figured, okay, well, I'm not seeing anything else in the other locations, so I might as well try this. So that didn't work out. Also, I tried a couple times in the blind, situated on the rear plot, and again, no deer. There might have been at one point a deer walking by on the outskirts on my left of that plot, but never showed itself inside the plot. Didn't come investigate anything that was in the plot or walk through it to head out to the other field. But I did get a lot of turkeys showing up, and I mean, it was only 3 turkeys, and it was the same three turkeys, 3 hens walking through, and they were pretty consistent. I got them on camera a lot, and they, at one point, they stuck around for, I think it was about 3 hours straight, and just hanging around, eating, going to the water hole, cleaning themselves, and then at one point 2 of them took a nap just 20 yards from my blind. So if I was turkey hunting, that would have been great. but no. So that was all right to watch and just check them out for a bit. Added something to the sit, anyways. Otherwise, I'm just sitting in the blind waiting. But yeah, the the blind I think it's going to get replaced this spring. It's starting to get tears in it and stuff because I left it out all season basically to get everything used to it. So it's starting to get faded, and I don't even know how old that blind is. I want to say it's one of the, I think it's got it the first year out there, so I want to say it's like 7 or 8 years old, and it's seen a lot of use. So the material is getting pretty, I guess, delicate. I could say. Had a few tears in it from sticks and stuff from the trees surrounding it. So I picked up a new blind I'm going to replace that with, so I'll be checking that out this spring. But yeah, so as far as this year, another bust, but I know for next year now I'll have to make more of an effort to plan my planting. I mean, I still have to rely on the weather forecast. I'm not just going to randomly go out there, but I'll move it up a bit into the rainier part of July, and hopefully that makes a difference because early August turned out to be a dud, and we didn't get the rain that they were calling for. So that was a big factor in the failure of the plot. Well, both plots, anyways. Yeah, so that's about it for this year. So 2022 was a bit of a bust in regards to productivity, anyways. Getting meat in the freezer. It was just that black duck, anyways. That was it. I got out once with the boat. Got the duck, struck out on turkey, and then this fall devoted it to deer and struck out with that. So I hope you guys all had a great season, and if you struck out like me, hopefully you guys enjoyed your time out in the woods anyways. And I'll try to get back out as much as I can over the winter months. But if that doesn't work out, I'll be back up first thing in the springtime and in preparations for turkey hunting. So I hope you guys all have a great winter and you're looking forward to next season. Take care, guys.